Nice. 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 Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. We are back again with another video. Okay, for today we do Q&A. We answer question from you. You guys ask question, I answer. Oh snap, from first question we get deep dive into Adrian life. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, the first question, we kind of going deep. This actual first question was, how long have you been playing basketball? We're gonna do a little deep dive into Adrian's basketball career, since I saw a lot of the same questions that kept coming up. So yeah, I'm just answer it all now. Started in 7th grade. Well, I was chubby, little skater boy with long hair, and was really into video games. Call of Duty was like top 10,000 in the world. Super into Call of Duty. My parents wanted a way for me to get outside, some incentive for me to get outside. So they were like, well, however many hours of games you want to play, you have to basically equal that onto the basketball court. So I wanted 4 hours of video games, 4 hours on the court. Started as a form of currency for me to be able to play the game. Then it turned into me enjoying it more than the game. 7th grade, played in middle school, played on my middle school team. Wasn't known as an athlete, but I made the team just because I was tall. And then it was kind of too late to steer my whole entire high school career because of basketball, so I just went to Millennium High School. Great academic school, great school all around, had good sports, but it just wasn't like the top level that I was looking for later down the line. So I played a year, and then I was like, I really want to pursue this basketball thing. I think I played really well, and I think I deserved to play on a better team. I transferred to Bishop Lachlan High School, great all-around school, but it just has it's a powerhouse in Brooklyn, New York. So I get there, I end up getting put on the JV team as a sophomore. In my head, I'm still just grateful to be there. I'm not a basketball player at all, so I was taking it seriously at this point, but I was still the expectations were low. So I played a year in JV, played pretty well, did my thing. Year after that, got put on varsity, kind of played spot minutes, wasn't really a go-to guy at all. Senior year comes, kind of more of a solid role, still wasn't very much of a go-to guy. But had a solid role and was fulfilling that role pretty well. At that point, I had really been taking basketball seriously from sophomore to senior year in high school, working out before school, after practice, lifting weights, training, all this stuff. Going to the YMCA with my dad every morning. So I was really taking it seriously, and I didn't want it to end there, because if I really, at that point I had only had Division III and Division II looks. I had some pretty solid AAU summers, but nothing crazy. And so I thought I was good enough to play at the Division I level. Everyone around me, no, not no, but just didn't even expect me to be playing at that level. And so I was like, I talked to my parents, we're just gonna try a post-grad year. So I ended up committing for a post-grad year at St. Thomas More. And then in that summer between senior year and the post-grad year, I had a really good AAU season. So basically, starting from July, the month of July was basically when I got all of my offers. So first week, played pretty well at a hoop group camp. Got some looks, who's this kid, Adrian? I started playing well against guys that had offers, was shooting the ball really well. And then that was at the hoop group camp. Then I went over to some AAU tournament for that first week of July and played really well again. I got my first offer from Bowling Green. Was super excited, man, all this hard work that I had put in, bringing myself from a video game playing skater boy to someone who just got a Division I scholarship to play basketball. So for that night, I couldn't sleep at all. I was super excited. My whole life had changed at that point. And I can even remember in the hoop group camp, I made the big all-star game. So there's 3 all-star games. You have the main all-star game, which is the top 15 players or so in the camp. And then there's the B all-star game, which is another 15, and then there's the other all-star game. And so I made the big all-star game. After I played that all-star game, whatever, I did my thing. I went in the car and I told my mom, my life just changed. I could just feel it. I don't know what it was, I just felt it. And I was like, my life just changed. And then, so yeah, that next week went to the AAU tournament, played really well, got my first offer from Bowling Green, was getting a whole bunch of looks from all mid-majors everywhere. Then that second week, played really well again, got some more offers, getting A10, MAC looks, so all that stuff, all the mid-majors were pretty much looking at me. And then that final week, we went to Vegas. So the first 2 games played pretty well. It was a solid game, a regular game, whatever, 15, 18 points. something like that. Pretty solid game. So on our last day, it was like we had made it to like the top 8 teams in the tournament in Vegas or something, and we were going up against like a really big UIBL team, which for those who don't know is like a Nike circuit basketball team, AAU team. There were like, when you got a UIBL team, you just got a lot of guys that have a name already, and so in that situation, we were the underdog. So I was going into that game like we got nothing to lose. They're supposed to beat us, basically. It was actually the one player I do remember from there is Tyrese Maxey. There were like, I don't know, 100 college coaches, a majority high majors, were at that game to see him play against us, and it was like the first playoff game in the morning. It was like in the morning, and so I just went in there and I had like the best game of my whole entire AAU career. I had like 9 threes, 40 points, and we ended up losing. But at that point, I'm in the handshake line, and the coaches are telling me like, "Congratulations, you just earned yourself 20 scholarships," and I'm like, or scholarship offers, and I was like, "Haha, you're funny. Like I know I had a good game, but you know, you never know." I mean, I didn't know what that was really gonna get me, but then after that game, my phone was blowing up. After that was when everybody started to kind of take notice of me, and that was when Michigan had taken notice of me, and I got the call. So then I told them I was going to St. Thomas More. The assistant coach that was there ended up coming to open gyms in St. Thomas More in Connecticut, watched me play, brought the head coach, which at the time was John Beeline. He came to see me play, so I got the stamp of approval from 2 coaches. Then they brought me on an official visit, which for those who don't know is the team takes you. They go out to dinner with you, they show you the campus, they let you meet the guys, you go bowling, do like activities and stuff like that. And then at the end of the visit, that was when I got the offer. Going into the visit, I said if they offer me, I'm gonna commit, just because there's no school that has both academics and athletic prowess. So then that's how I ended up here. There were a bunch of questions asking me about my basketball career, so I just wanted to start out with that. Yeah, now you guys know how I ended up at Michigan. Next question. Let's get it popping, boys. When did you and Carson meet? Me and Carson met. We first DM'd. I've explained this in other Q&As. I'm gonna just go quickly over it. DM'd in 2018 when I first got to campus here. I said, "You and your dog are fire." Responded with something, and I left her on red for 2 years. Then she came up on my For You page in 2020, and I was like, "Bro, we should make a video." And it was a Tootsie Slide video, and I ended up duetting a video of her doing Tootsie Slide. And then the rest is history. So Ronnie Hazim asked, where was our first date? It was Rapid Fire Pizza in her hometown. So yeah, that was pretty much the best pizza place we could have got, for real. What's your dream car? My dream car is actually a BMW X5. The M package, some nice rims, nice like coffee interior. It's nice. Yeah, that'd be a good car. How many kids do you want? Wow. You guys are just jumping to just me having kids. I would say 2, just because I don't want the kid to be alone. And yeah, single children are weird. The 18th person asked, how did you learn your dancing skills? I really didn't learn them at all. I mean, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I am not a natural dancer, and I started out terrible. Like now, at least I can like learn the dance and kind of do it. But like before was just like pain. So I mean, just really hanging around Carson and John, just being around good dancers, but basically, I feel like that helps. I just got back from Texas. I recorded the beginning of this video a few days ago. Yeah, so for this last question, my friend Alan Griffin went to Illinois, transferred to Syracuse now. Yeah, he's staying in the draft. He asked, how do you manage long distance? So we did it for the first month and a half. I was seeing her like pretty consistently. It was quarantine. I would see her for a week at a time, then come back home or stuff like that. But then once workouts started for both of us, we could only see each other on the weekends, if that. And basically for us, the way we've managed it is just see each other as often as possible. Like even this weekend, yeah, it was great to go to Texas and do all the fun stuff, but like to go tubing and the fireworks and hang out with all those guys and stuff like that. Main reason was to see her though. I flew to Texas for a day basically, which a lot of people would not do. They wouldn't want to make that sacrifice, like one off day for the week. And I chose to
travel for a lot of that and be with her. Another thing, when we're not together, we don't just text the whole day. We're not on the phone all the time. Like, you don't have to be completely connected to the person if you're doing long distance, I think. So I think that's a big part. You don't burn yourselves out. There's not a lot. I don't think there's, for us at least, there's nothing for us to really talk about. I'm not trying to ask her what she's doing every 5 minutes, you know what I mean? I don't need to know. I'll send her like a good morning text, or like we'll FaceTime in the morning, and then we'll usually like FaceTime at night when we're all done with the day. So that's basically it, man. But yeah, other than that, it is really just, we just deal with it because it is what it is. That's basically it, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.